Hi there. In today's lesson we are going to be using page setup, and I'm going to show you how to set or change margins, change the orientation of your paper and the paper size. So it's quite simple. We are going to go to our page layout tab and we are going to be working in the page setup group. So I'm going to activate the page setup dialog box. And in this dialog box, it allows us to change our margins, top, bottom, left, and right. We can change the orientation of our paper from portrait to landscape. We can change the size of our paper. And we can change the vertical layout of our page from the top to center to justified to bottom. So we're going to start with margins. So I've clicked on the margins tab, and I'm going to change the left, and I'm going to change all the margins to 2 centimeters. You change them by clicking on the little down arrow till you get the right height and width that you want. And once you are happy with that, you say OK, and your margins will have changed. Now, the only reason you would want to change your margins really in a document is if perhaps you only have one little line of text on a new page and you want to expand the left-hand, right-hand margins so that that line of text fits on one page. And you can do the same by changing the top and bottom margins so that that line of text will fit onto the one page. So now that we've changed the margins, we're going to go back to page setup, and I'm going to show you how to change the orientation. It's actually so simple. You were default on portrait. To change it to landscape, you just choose landscape, and then you would say OK. I'm going to go back to portrait. And then to change the size of your paper, Word defaults on A4. It's basically the size of paper that we always use. But you do have an option of A3, legal, B5, etc., etc. So for today, I'm going to choose letter. And it even gives you what the width and the height of your page will be. And then I'm going to say OK. So now we've changed the margins and we've changed the paper size. So now in OpenOffice, it's very similar. We are going to go to Format. We are going to choose Page. Make sure that the Page tab is selected. And then we can choose the size of paper we want. There's also quite a few options you can choose from. I am going to choose A5. You can choose your orientation as well. Change it from portrait to landscape. And just like in Microsoft Office, you can change your margins. Your left and your right and your top and your bottom margins. Once you've done all the changes you want, you just click on OK, and Word will apply the changes that you've made. And that brings us to the end of our page setup lesson. Goodbye.